this video, I'll show you how to make extreme hair growth mask that prevents hair breakage. It repairs damaged hair. It helps to get rid of split ends. It makes the hair very soft and very easy to manage. All the ingredients you need to make this hair growth mask are ingredients from your kitchen, so you don't need to worry too much about how you're going to get ingredients if you want to make yours. All you need to do is to watch the video till the end, because I'll show you how to make it and how to apply it for better results. If you find the video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this if you've not yet subscribed, and also share the video with someone. These are the list of all the ingredients you would need. First of all, you need rice. This is cooked rice without salt. I did not add salt to it. I don't know if salt is good for our hair or not, but I wanted rice, so I just boiled the rice with water and I make sure I cook it until it is very soft. You want to make sure that you cook it until it is very soft, because you need your paste to be very smooth. If it is not soft, it will leave a lot of particles on your hair and you don't want that. So make sure you cook the rice until it is very soft. Next, you need egg, one medium-sized egg. I'll be using one medium-sized egg, but you can use a small size or a bigger size depending on how long and thick your natural hair is. Next, I'm going to be using mayonnaise. You can use any brand of mayonnaise depending on the one you can get in your location. It must not be the same brand that I am using. If you don't have mayonnaise, you can substitute this for plain yogurt. You can use plain yogurt in place of real mayonnaise. I'm going to be adding oil. I'll be using this, my homemade hair growth oil. You can use any oil of your choice. You can decide to infuse herbs in your oil and use it, or use your oil just like that. Now, also need liquid. You can use water. You can use your hair growth spray, that is your hair tea. You can use just water. But because I have a hair growth spray at home, I'm just going to use it instead of water. This is my amla and mint hair growth spray. So the first step is to transfer the cooked rice into a blender and blend it until it is very smooth. After transferring the rice into the blender, I'm going to add the liquid, which is my hair growth spray. I'm going to add it bit by bit and blend until I get the consistency that I want. You want to add the water little by little because you don't want the rice to be too light. You want a thicker consistency, so just add the water bit by bit so you will not end up with a lighter consistency. So this is the consistency I will be going for. Look at how smooth it is. That is because the rice is well cooked. It is very soft. Next, I'm going to transfer this into a bowl. You can also decide to add your oil while blending the rice. You can decide to add it when I'm adding mine, but if you add it while blending the rice, it is still very okay. So after transferring into the bowl, this is the amount of rice that I have. I'll set that aside and get another bowl. In this bowl, I'm going to be adding the other ingredients. First of all, I'm going to crack the egg open and pour it into the bowl. I'm using both the egg yolk and the egg white. The amount of egg you use or the size of egg you use depends on how thick and long your hair is. And it also depends on how many wash days you are making this deep treatment for. As for me, I usually make my deep treatment for 2 wash days. So I'm making this for 2 wash days. After transferring the egg to the bowl, I added 1.5 tablespoons of the hair growth oil. I'll also add essential oil. You can use any essential oil that you have. For this video, I'll be using the lavender essential oil. I will add 1 pump of the essential oil. If you're not using this pump and you're using a teaspoon, you can use 1 teaspoon. But if you are using the one in the dropper bottle, you can drop about 10 to 15 drops of the essential oil. Next, I'll add the mayonnaise. I'll be using a teaspoon to measure out the amount of mayonnaise I want. And for this DIY, I'll be using 2 teaspoons of the mayonnaise. If you're not using the mayonnaise and you are using yogurt, 2 teaspoons is also okay. So after adding the mayonnaise, I'll transfer the rice that I blended earlier into that same bowl. As you can see, the rice is thicker than the other ingredients put together. This is what you want to get, because if the rice is on the light side, by the time you mix everything together, it is going to come out too light, and you don't want that for your protein treatment. You want it to be a little bit thick so it will stay in your hair after application. After adding the blended rice, I'm going to mix everything until they are well combined. Take your time to mix this very well. You can use either a spoon, a fork, or a hand mixer to mix it together. After combining everything together, or before you combine them together, you notice that your rice did not blend very well. After mixing all of this together, you can use your wig cap or a cheesecloth to further strain it so you don't end up adding the rice particle to your hair. Especially if you'll be making this when your hair is not in a protective style. If you'll be using it if your hair is not in a protective style, you need to be very careful so you don't get the rice particles to your hair. After mixing everything, this is the consistency that I have. It's a little bit on the lighter side, but it is still okay. Now the protein treatment is ready to be applied. After mixing everything together, look at it. It is so smooth. If yours is not as smooth as this, please be sure to further strain it so you get out all the particles. I'm going to apply it on my hands so you see how it comes out. Look at how smooth it is. If you want yours to be thicker than this, add less water. Like I said before, if you want a thicker consistency, add the water bit by bit until you get the right consistency that you want. After making this, and I use the one I want to use on that day, I'm going to transfer the rest to the freezer immediately. This contains raw egg, so don't put it in the fridge more than a day. Anything more than a day in the fridge, it might start going bad. So to avoid that, to play safe, use it immediately. And after using, if you have any leftover, you transfer it into the freezer until you are ready to use it again. Before application, you can leave everything to settle together for about 20 minutes before you start using it. To use this, you will need to shampoo your hair first. After shampooing your hair, if you want to use a rinse out conditioner, it is fine. You can use your rinse out conditioner before you apply this. After application, you leave it on your hair for 30 minutes to 1 hour before you finally rinse it out and do your final rinse. After your final rinse, you leave your hair to dry out a little before you moisturize. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you find the video helpful. See you in my next video. Bye.